Let me make sure I'm recording. So awesome. So this is I think this is our second Zoom call. We started on the second week. So I'm just gonna, I'll ask you, I don't know if you guys have anything you want to add or ask or talk about getting started, and then I'll address the questions that were in the group. I don't know. Nick, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was just walking to my car, so.
You're fine. There's
windy.
only 3 of us on, so.
Awesome.
So I was just saying, if there's anything that that you guys want to add, like Nick, if there's anything that you think needs to be like talked about, or you had coaches that had questions about, I'm recording now, so you can always you can share that. And then I was just going to go over Wufoo apps and a YouTube playlist because someone had a question about that.
Okay, yeah, I don't have my guys didn't really have any questions so far.
That's awesome.
So it's been good. It's been really helpful. Andy's kind of the main one that's been doing the training, and he's like almost a diamond. And he like whenever like he just signed up as a coach whenever we started this training.
Yeah.
So he's already signed up 6 people as coaches.
Nice.
So yeah. So yeah, he hasn't really had any, and I don't really have any other coaches that are into it hardcore. So
yeah, I can see him posting a lot in the comments of the videos and stuff. Sure. That's cool. Well, okay, so I'm gonna address Wufoo apps. Do you guys use the Wufoo apps? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Wufoo.
It is Wufoo. I don't use the Wufoo apps. I use the Google Docs.
Oh, that's easy.
But I think same thing.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah. So someone just asked about using them for coaches, and Google Docs. It's about the same thing. So basically, what I use is just like a coach mentorship application, and I can share that. I just copied a lot from Micah, and I'll just share that in the group so they can see it. I'm not sure if because she's not on the call, I'm not sure if she didn't know how to create it, but there's also a really like easy 4 or 5 minute video instead of me going through it on here that I can just post in the comments that explains it. It's pretty easy.
For Wufoo?
Yeah. Have you used Wufoo?
No.
So I like it, and it's similar, just like the same concept using Google Docs, but I like it for both challengers and for coaches because you get a lot of information up front. So like I have mine pulled up right now, and basically where I start is, let me see if what I start is I just share like a little bit about myself in a bio, and I'll post the link right now in the comments of the call. How about that? If you want to pull it up and you can kind of see. And it's, like I said, I just copied it from Micah mostly. I might have changed like a few things.
Yeah, I did a very similar thing just with the Google Docs. So I have like I basically have a questionnaire that I send people whenever they reach out for help or I'm in conversation with them. Mm-hmm. It saves me time just to have all those questions just right there, and then they just go through them, and then I know basically after that I might have a couple follow-up questions, but typically I know what challenge pack I'm going to offer them, and all I've done really is send them the form, and then they can go in detail and tell me about what their current situation is. So
yeah, absolutely. That's been the biggest thing. I don't know if you guys have seen the video Shay Stanford did on, and it's like the 15 questions to ask for challengers. But basically and it's an amazing video. I'll share that too. But she goes into just like the same thing. Like you can't tell someone what's going to benefit them if you don't even know what they need. So the same thing with coaching. If you don't know where they're coming from, you can spout all day about the coaching opportunity, but you don't know how it applies to them. I mean, it's similar to like, I've shared this story with my team, but I went into a mattress store looking for a mattress, like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. And the salesperson didn't ask me what I was looking for, didn't ask me what I needed, didn't ask me price range, like no questions. He was just like, let me show you the best thing that we have. And he went into this crazy thing of like the technical parts of a mattress. And like, I don't care about that. Like it didn't make, it didn't really relate to me at all. And just like on and on and on and on. And at the end I was like, yeah, I'm totally leaving. And then I went to another place and the guy was very specific, like asking questions about me, finding out what I wanted, and then found the right thing, that would fit me. So it's the same thing with coaching. We can't go on and on and on and on about the freedom of it or the financial part of it or accountability, whatever it is, our fit tribe. But if we don't know what they're looking for, we don't know what to tell them, what's going to help them, you know what I mean? Or what they actually want. So that's why I use the Wufoo apps too. Same thing is just to find out, like questions are, what excites you about the possibility of becoming a coach, finding out where they're coming from. Maybe they have this just passion. They want to help people with fitness. Maybe they want to be a stay-at-home parent, whatever it is, there might be something in there. And then it asks on like the programs, like have they actually even done any of the programs? Do they have experience with it? Is something too. My story when I became a coach, I had tried Insanity and P90X, I think, but I never finished it. And I didn't even care. I mean, I was a fitness trainer. I didn't care so much about, I guess, the programs part of it because I could create my own programs. What I cared about was the freedom part of it. And so that's what Micah addressed with me. You know what I mean? So it's just good to be able to get more information from them, just like the mattress thing, just find out what they need. So that's why Wufoo is, I think, awesome to use, or the Google Docs, whatever you're doing. In my cover pic of I know my like page, I'm pretty sure I have it on my regular page too, but I don't know. I just have a little bio about myself and how I found the coaching opportunity, and then the link to my Google form, or not my Google, my Wufoo form. And that's something in the social media builder, whatever group. Nick, you're in that group too, right? Social team builder.
Mm-hmm.
That's something they talked about, is just having something out there under your cover pic. So they click on it and they can see it has a little bio about you, about what you do. And then if they want more information, post your link there. And it's just a way to collect, I've had people fill it out. And a lot of times when I post about either the coaching opportunity or a challenge group, I'll put my link in there and say, if you want more information or if you're interested at all, go here. Sometimes people will not even comment or like the picture or whatever I post it with, and they still fill it out. And so, just because people aren't engaging on there doesn't mean that they're not interested. So that's another helpful thing on it. Did you have anything you wanted to add on those, Nick, on how they can help the coaching opportunity? Or
for me, it's just I'll just be completely honest. Whenever you're starting to do it kind of at a mass scale, I guess, it is a huge time saver and energy saver to not have to have those conversations. Well, not that you don't want to have those conversations, but you have that conversation, but just having them fill it out. So then it's not, you don't have to expend all that energy and that time asking those same questions over and over again. So it almost just has to become, like whether it's on your post or it's, you're talking to a person and they come to you about coaching. And I make it, like even, I have one also just for regular people signing up for, challenge groups. They basically come to me for help, or we end up in the conversation or whatever. and then it goes towards Beachbody. And then at that point, I refer them to my form. But the way I do it, because obviously I don't want to be impersonal, but the way I do it is I basically say, hey, well, can you just take a few minutes to fill out a couple questions? That way I know how to best help you. So that obviously shows that you want to help. It's not that you're being impersonal. But also, whenever you send them to something like that, I think that it also gives you instant credibility, because it doesn't look like you're just winging this and you're just like trying to, do whatever you can to sign people up. Like you've thought about this, you've put a lot of work and effort into it, and it's very professional. And so I think that you have instant credibility right off the bat, and it's something that people see that it makes your business look that much better and more professional. So
For sure. And for me, it shows me how much time I really do need to invest into this person. If they're giving me one word answers and they're not being serious about it, I'll still reach out to them on stuff. But honestly, like, especially with coaches, it is something, if it says on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your commitment? They give me a 3 and 10's all out. I know what to invest in them for sure. And even with my challenge pack sales, I'm picky about it. I'm picky about who I'm talking to and who I'm investing that time into, because that does help. And you don't, like Nick said, you don't have to go back and forth. It's not like, okay, I'm going to ask a question, get an answer. I'm going to ask another question, get another answer. It's just all right there. And then you can address it, and you have their email, which I love, because you can get them on an email list. And for me, that's something that's helped to like mainstream everything too, because I'll take those woohoo emails and I put them in an email category, and that's where I use like MailChimp or something, and I can blast those emails. So I have people like interested in challenge groups, and I'll blast to those on like specials or even like fitness tips, just something to where I add them into my email list, get them all in together. You're always connected. They're not just on a Facebook Messenger. Cool. So off of that, somebody asked on YouTube playlist, which is super easy to do. So basically, maybe I'll screen share for this. I'm like tech challenged. Do I just hit screen share desktop? Do you know?
Yep. And then it'll pull up your screen. There'll be a green screen around where you're sharing.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I have YouTube up. And so basically what you do, put that down. So basically you go to your YouTube account, and then you go to the corner where it has your little profile thing to Creator Studio. And this is to create a playlist, your own playlist. And then you go to Video Manager, Playlists, and boom, it's right there, and it's new playlists right here. So let's say I was doing another sneak peek into coaching or something. I go to create, and then I go to add videos. And then from there, because somebody asked, well, how do I do the same sneak peek playlist but use my own welcome video? You have to have your video uploaded to YouTube. Then you just take it, you put it in the YouTube link here. So let's say I was just going to go to, let's find a video to put it here. Let's say I just wanted this video here. I would just copy the link and then put it under here, look for it, find it. I click on it, and I go to add videos. And that becomes my first, obviously that's not a sneak peek video, but you get the idea. That becomes my first video on there. And then I go to the corner again, add videos. And so you go through, and from there you're able to continue to add until you have it. So all you would do is put your own welcome video as the first video, and then put, copy and paste all of the sneak peek, I guess I can stop sharing that now, all of the sneak peek videos that your coach has or whoever's asked for this into that playlist. So it's pretty simple. And then from there, you just share your playlist link. That's it. So I don't know, Nick, is there anything you wanted to add to that? It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, no, I'll just kind of talk just in general. Kind of those things like the Wufoo form and stuff like that, any type of scripts or anything like that that you can really save your time, energy, and effort in the long run are huge. And I would highly recommend start building that stuff now and really have it at your disposal, because you're going to use it all day, every day, and it's going to save you so much time and energy and effort. And it's just really that valuable. So it does take a lot of work up front. You do have to go through the form. You have to make it your own. It's already there for you. All the instructions are there for exactly how to make your own. And so you just have to sit down and do it and crank it out and put some time into it. But once you put that time into it, that one time, I mean, you're going to use it, thousands of times. So times that by however much time that you would spend having those conversations with people. And really, now you don't have to spend all that time. Now you can spend most of your time in conversation with them about exactly how you're going to help them, and not, spending it on getting to know how to help them. So.
Yeah, totally agree. It helps so much when you can just send someone a playlist. I use that for the sneak peek a lot when we don't have a live group going. That's something where either, I'll get them on the phone, or I'll send them the sneak peek playlist and then get them on the phone and talk to them about it. So they have all the videos. They don't have to be in a group. And I can know that we've already got a time set to talk, so they don't have to comment on anything. They have a playlist, go through it, and then talk about it. So that helps a lot.
Absolutely. And then just kind of to piggyback on one thing that you just said right there, get out from behind the text messaging and the Facebook messaging and stuff, in text. Voice message people, like call people on the phone, get them on Zoom calls, or even if you're talking to them in Messenger, send them voice messages, because it makes a huge difference whenever they can hear your voice and the way that they connect with you. It's huge.
Yeah, totally agree. And I love with coaching, when you're talking about the coaching opportunity, you can find out so much more about that person when you hear them talking and you're going back and forth on that and really how to help them. But good deal.
Sure.
Okay. Is there anything else? No? Well, awesome. Okay. Well, I'll stop recording.